Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to talk about Trinity, and as in comment section, a lot of Christians ask me, or they assume that I do not know much about Trinity and Christian theological doctrine. So I thought I should summarize everything which I know, and there's a lot of variations and you know in Trinity, but let's try to address all of those diversion and explanation and the questions and answers. So first of all, I would say I would talk about the beginning, the verse in John where it is mentioned that in the beginning there was word and word was God. So the word beginning is used, which we know that it's a point of time. So it's like something begin, something begun, and which do not show that a person is eternal, or which do not. Obviously, if something has beginning, then that means there was a time when he was or it was not there. So he started to begin with time, like that. And the other thing is that I can assume from another verse where in the beginning God created heaven and earth. So it is also in Bible. So the word beginning is used for God, like Jesus, and the word beginning is used for heaven and earth. That somehow shows that both were created. And the other thing is that the was word is used there, and which means he was word and he was God, probably not now. Anyway, there are many other things, and there are many other places which makes Trinity very vague and disputable. So another thing is that they say Jesus was half God and half human. Some say no, he was fully human and fully God. If you say half God half human and fully human or fully God, both are almost same, because it simply means there was a flesh, a body, and there was divine essence. And some says that divine essence was like soul. It dwelled in the body. So, and even death, they say that it's soul separating from the body. So divine essence separated from the body, and that is how it was the death of Jesus. There is a lot of problems with all of these explanation, and here I would say even Jesus was fully God, or fully, or half God and half human, and fully God or fully human. Still, that shows he was a hybrid God. Then another question arises, which is that Jesus, as a part of Trinity, as a whole part, eternal part of Trinity, and that means, was he separated or not from the Father and Holy Spirit? Because the whole divine essence developed in the body, and the divine essence is same for Father and Holy Spirit. So Trinity as a whole, then one part separating and getting into a body, and that body, then another question arises, was that body, the body of Jesus, the flesh, was that God? And and most of them say that was not God, and some says that was God as well. So if that was God, then how can God die? Because God is eternal. If that was not God but flesh, then that means God did not die, and it was only human who died. Probably a vessel, a dummy, you can say that a substitute which died, because eternal God could not die. Whatever they try to explain, but it doesn't fit correctly. And because God is eternal, the divine essence is eternal. Then they say The body, separated, the divine essence separated the body, just like soul when a human died. But that is why those peoples are called human, those who die like this. And the soul was created as well. And if a soul dwells in a human body, then that doesn't make it something divine or like that. But when a divine essence dwell in a body, that is very totally different thing. But that did not make body god. That proves that salvation was fake, because uh, flesh died and god could not die. Yet still they say Jesus remained dead for 3 days and then was resurrected. Here again, the body died, divine essence could not die, and divine essence separated. But they say God died and it remained dead for 3 days. The whole thing doesn't, make sense at all. And there are a lot of confusion here. Whatever explanation you give, that do not suffice the logic or like that. Uh, yeah, I made some points, and because sometime I forget the points, and so I thought I should make a little bit of points. Yeah. So the other thing is that when Jesus was on earth as a divine essence in a body, then where was Father and where was Holy Spirit? And as the divine essence is same for all of those three, which make them one. So when the divine essence of Jesus and divine essence of Father and Holy Spirit are one, and they are together, and could this be separated? Well, most of the time Christians reply they cannot be separated. Then that means when he dwelled in the body of a Jesus, Father and Holy Spirit were with him as well. So when the other question also arises, that when Jesus was in the womb of Mary, uh, was the divine essence also within the body at that time, and was conceived in the womb of Mary? And what about Father and Holy Spirit? Like this question, and the answer for that is very difficult, for Christians to answer. And sometimes Christians become very angry about these questions. But these are genuine questions, and we need answers. And the answers which are given, um, which arises more question. And the whole Trinity is like a very difficult and ununderstandable thing, and you need a leap of faith, mm, for the for believing it. While we Muslim present that God is one, and he is not begotten, he do not begot anyone, and he is self-sufficient, and he is eternal, and he is not bound to time and space. While for the Jesus, uh, he came into earth, which is creation, and it it involves space. And as the verse says, in the beginning there was word, and the word beginning is used, that also that also suggests time. So there are a lot of problems. And so I want to ask about that. When people say fully God and fully human, so that means, I want to ask the question that if he was even fully human or half human, he was hybrid God. And you say no, he was not hybrid, because he was hybrid half, or you can fully human, fully divine, still hybrid, because one part is human and one part is divine. And yet nobody could answer me that about that. If flesh was not God, the human body of Jesus was not God, then how you can claim that God died, the son of father died? Because the flesh is not son of father, it is the son of Mary, the flesh, which is not God. So how you can claim that God died for the sins of the peoples, and you can claim salvation? Because you do not consider the human body of Jesus as a God, and the divine essence of Jesus could not die because it is eternal. So this question has never been answered to me, that how is this possible, and how you can say the coming of Jesus on earth is possible even, you know. And the purpose is not fulfilled, which is actually the sacrifice. And it is not sacrifice, I also say it is not sacrifice, because it was a pre-planned destination. And it was and Jesus as a God, as a divine essence, could not die and did not die. Only flesh died, which is not a God, which is just a flesh, taken from which came into possession from Mary. And was that flesh created? And here is another question: was the flesh of the Jesus created or not created? Because you know it easily explains that it was created, because that is not, the flesh is not God. So God created a flesh to kill it and prove that God died. And divine essence is eternal, could not die. Just getting into the body and then getting away from the body, you call it death. And the whole the pain of crucifixion was felt or borne by flesh of Jesus. So all this Trinity thing is totally ununderstandable. And I should say that it is a misguidance, and it is interpretation of church fathers and priest and those kinds of people. One of the guy told me in the comments that there is 30% of Jesus teaching in Bible, and 70% is what the church has taught us. And it is from chest to chest, like heart to heart, the preaching and all the knowledge of Christianity. So I don't think it is very suitable to believe, or other instead of that, our theological explanation is very easy, very concise, and very meaningful, and can be proven easily, and acceptable. And I will talk about Allah in the next video, inshallah. And I will show how that is different and that is more acceptable than the Trinity. And until then, assalamu alaikum, thank you very much.